Hello. This is streaming now. We up today. I wanted to do like a small little stream. I know nothing's playing in the background right now. Just woke up not too long ago, like maybe an hour ago, and I realized it's August 10th. And if you go to my YouTube channel, we pulled it up over here. What does it say in the about section? Join August 10th, 2016. You know what that means? Been 10 years since I started doing YouTube. Now, if you go to my oldest video, so 9 years ago, there is maybe like 50, that might be overshooting it. Maybe it's like 30 videos. I don't know, it might have been 50 because they were all like low effort. That were made, and I just, never I deleted all of them. That's what I did. So never able to see them again, which is really sad because, like the oldest videos I have, very sad. But we have this, at least my oldest public video, which is just, hold on, let me turn down my output audio. It's just I'm about to say MP3. What's wrong with me, man? I'm tired. SPV1. That's all it is. It's from 2017. So like, not 10 years ago, but there are videos that were way before this, and I don't really have any evidence for that outside of the what site would it be? rectelk.weebly.com. I have no evidence outside of, what was it? Is it this? Yeah, there's 9-year-old me. I made my first video on YouTube, so it released, 11 days later. And then this URL doesn't go anywhere. Deleted video, but that's evidence of it. Look, like so stupid. But 26, doing a lot of gaming on my YouTube channels, FNAF World. Anyway, that's my only evidence. 9-year-old me, fat 9-year-old me talking about YouTube channel. So like there were videos before this. It's just, they're not up anymore. But I also wanted to look at I'll put this back over there. I wanted to look at this. This is from 5 years ago now. This is my 5-year channel anniversary stream from 5 years ago. Wanted to look at it. This is what it was 5 years ago. This is what I was doing. So I've looked through a little bit, but it's been 5 years ago. It's been 5 years since then. So you'll never believe what season it was 5 years ago. When you think of it like, oh, 5 years ago, that was forever ago. Not really. It's chapter 2, season 7. And it's not even like the beginning of the season. This is like, we go Slurpy Swamp. It's crazy low resolution. Is this on auto? No, this is the resolution. You can see like the craters and stuff because this was when it was being abducted. So it really was not like beginning the season. See, the super skin was already obtainable. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This was 5 years ago. When I think of Fortnite and like what the main season is, dude, I forgot completely. I need to pull up the chat. Sorry, hold on. I need to pull up the chat. But when I think of Fortnite, and I think of like kind of what this game revolves around, specifically like what chapter, what seasons is like the center of the game, what I think was the game at its peak, the perfect version of the video game, and what I think should be the goal to emulate, or kind of remember that as like that is the core of the game, that's what needs to be kept. I think of chapter 2, right? That was the longest chapter, longer than chapter 1. I think it's the best chapter. But here, let me pull up the chat. I know no one's gonna talk in it right now, so I'm not as stressed about it right now. I'll put it on that side, and then we'll grab that. There you go. But like, I think of chapter 2 as like the very core of what Fortnite should be, what it should go back to. And chapter 2, season 7, you know, the second to last season of the chapter. When I think of chapter 2, I don't think of it as that long ago, right? And I don't think of it as like, oh, I'm just nostalgic for it. But maybe it is just nostalgia. Because I remember when chapter 2, season 8 ended, I told myself, like, okay, we've been on this map too long, has very minimal changes, we need a new map, and I'm not gonna miss this one. I miss it a lot, actually. Starting in chapter 4, especially chapter 5 and onwards, it's like, man, I do miss chapter 2. And years later, it's just like, I'm enjoying the current season more than I thought I would. But even with like Fortnite OG, it doesn't even scratch the itch because, well, 1 is chapter 1. But also, I love season 9. I don't really care for Fortnite OG's version of season 9. Because it's just not accurate and it's not the same anymore. I'm more excited for Era because at least that'll have like the graphics and stuff. But you know, I always think of chapter 2 as that like that base, what Fortnite should be, and the fact that this version of Fortnite was that long ago. This was half a decade ago. I don't realize that. That's crazy. You know? So crazy. I miss this, man. I miss this. And I remember, like, I feel like I remember, like, even just this match. 720p, but like, oh, we're playing Team Rumble. I didn't even notice. Team Rumble. I missed that too. They ruined it in chapter 3. I think it's chapter 3, season 3, or chapter 3, season 4. Maybe it was this season. This was like right before it. Whatever it is. Here we are playing Team Rumble, and that's like, I miss that, man. I don't sound the same. LJ doesn't sound the same. We don't know that, like, that. Obviously, like me playing the game, but then also the guy that's playing alongside me. That's LJ. He's, or Ebony Lars. I don't know what like username he currently goes by, but I've always called him LJ. Before that, I called him iTalk as a joke because we would like talk and crazy. We would talk, but like we would try to find topics about like Fortnite to discuss. That was in like 2020 though. Yeah, like that's him, and here we are like playing Fortnite. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy because like I don't think of this season as like that long ago, and I love chapter 2. I think I like every single chapter 2 season, really. Even season 6, which people hate on. I like season 6. I think it had some fun stuff to it. I think maybe it's just, again, maybe it's just nostalgia. I'll have to see for myself when Fortnite OG does chapter 2, but I have a very good feeling that when Fortnite OG rotates into chapter 2, assuming it does, I'm probably going to be playing almost exclusively Fortnite OG. Because that's my home, bro. I love chapter 1, started in chapter 1, but I played too much chapter 1. Right, and I'm feeling a little fatigued. Not because of Fortnite OG, but because I played private servers for years. You know, played Era for such a long time. I played its first run, playing its second run. And then of course Fortnite OG on top of that, and all the other private servers too. I played too much chapter 1, on top of like the initial like actual run of chapter 1. So like all of that, bit too much chapter 1, bit chapter 1'd out. But I played chapter 2 with Retrack. I deleted it since because it's just like, I never played it, and honestly, the launcher sucked, but it was fun. So like, I'm excited to play chapter 2 again. It's not gonna be the same, but anyway. First round of the stream. Just crazy how that stream was 5 years ago. I could not believe that. I was looking through my streams. I'm like, this had to be in like the 6 year channel anniversary stream or something. No way was that the 5th year. No, it was. That was 5 years ago. That's crazy. Legitimately, like I just can't believe that. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing today. Um, I guess I'll put this in the chat. Coming for my channels and year anniversary. Post it on Twitter. Why not? I spelled anniversary wrong, bro. I should know how to spell that like easily. I I talk about Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary a lot. I should know how to be able to spell this. That's the only reason why. Every other reason why I know how to spell anniversary, who cares? Combat Evolved. That's the point. Um, in your channel anniversary stream, drop by, say hello, and then I will. You get a wave emoji. Wave. Drop by, say hello. Alrighty. Well, I think we're gonna play Fortnite then. Also, the thumbnail for the stream, that's my old like desktop wallpaper that I would have as like the. I think if I just disable wallpaper engine, it's still there. Would I just quit? Yeah, there it is. Right there. My old desktop wallpaper. That's fun. Really cool, actually. I still have it back there. But yeah, so that's like a thumbnail that I was using for a long time for all these streams. I don't know if if I go in here, go to manage videos and just kind of like look at the stream stuff. I'm doxing my unlisted videos. No. Potential earning limitation. Oh, I see. I see. You can see like which streams had the be right back thing. It doesn't take anything. I'm not monetized in the first place. So like this is my current thumbnail for streams, and it's just like the Halo remake dev stream thing. This is what I use for everything. Um, and then yeah, this was my old dev stream thumbnail. I literally just took a screenshot from partially blocked. Oh, it was a Fortnite music pack. Yeah, so this is like my old dev stream thing. This is the newer one. Some stuff in between. I think a lot of this stuff has been unlisted just because like I plan for it to be only on the stream itself and not like back up again. So a lot of the stuff is just unlisted. Some of the stuff is private. Like I think this is me playing In Sound Mind. Cursed Halo V2 stream. I don't remember playing this one. But yeah, a lot of this stuff was unlisted. I guess I never did like make any streams outside of this one with the thumbnail. But what I do have with the stream's thumbnail is this. That's the be right back screen that I've had since I made that image. And all it is just like a chapter 3 screenshot and a render. in Blender. That rhymes. Yeah, it's fun. So let me go here. Trying to find like a good in between for the audio. I guess it's all in 30 anyway, so it's fine. Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom. How many people are playing Flawless Cowboy right now? Oh, I have 1.9k followers now. Dude, it just keeps going up every time I check. Like every few days, it's like another 100. Alright, pretty decent. Some people are playing Silent Incursion, some Cover Night, some Landfall. No one on boarding action, but I'm assuming someone played boarding action first and then Landfall, then Cover of Night. I'd hope, because boarding action's right here. Some people can't read, by the way. This is like, this says featured, right? If you scroll down, here's community highlights. Scroll down again, here's like every single published island. There are 4 maps. On my social media, I always say there's 4 maps, you know. You can clearly see right here, it lists 4 different maps that these community highlights go into. And this says featured. And you can only have 3 maps in featured. And it says 4 in the title. And 3 right here. What do you, like, how do you not understand there's 4 maps? I don't know, it's weird. People, I don't know why I'm saying that. It's a kid's game. Some people just don't understand. I got everything right. Yeah, okay. We're playing Fortnite OG. I have not played Fortnite in a minute. Let me get some music. You know what? I'm playing Fortnite music. Get the Fortnite lobby music up in here. That was not what I wanted. I'll turn this off and then scroll all the way down. No, ever since jam tracks were introduced, I think Fortnite lobby music has gotten a lot worse. Like, I just don't listen to them anymore because they don't even get like good icons. Like, we go in here, like it's not this jam track doesn't even have a good icon. It's just like a skin with a background. Same thing with this. Like, do something different, please. It's just dumb. What would be good? Play on a stream. Is this one? Anyway, I just think it is like so crazy how, you know, my channel is 10 years old now. That's insane. Oh. I've also been using this skin for nearly 6 years. I don't remember. I think it was in December or November of that year. Probably December. Actually, I have no idea, but like, I don't know when Master Chief got released into Fortnite, but I've been using this skin as my main ever since. I mean, here's my main loadout. I have a Master Chief loadout, which is just his set that was created, you know, exactly when he released, but I also just have my main. My main's changed a few times. You know, I've gone through this as the glider, and this is my main for a while now, but then I also have gone through like the Beast Brella right here. It's like, whoa, it's rare, I have the Beast Brella, but I don't really care for it. I don't care for Mr. Beast. I used to. I was like one of his OG viewers when he was doing the worst intro series, but I don't know, he's just kind of weird. But I had this as my back bling since last season, and then this was my old main, but this is what I just use for events now. I don't know. Most of the time I just don't wear back bling with Master Chief because nothing really matches him, so having the Ice Mantle is just... Ice King used to be my main skin. But I think it's just cool to have that, because then this was like my whole combo before Master Chief came out. Without that glider, I don't know what glider I used, but I had like the Polar Peak back bling, the Ice King skin. I was like, yeah. I thought the Ice King was so cool. Ugh, I put too much sweetener in my coffee. Why is my FPS so low? Nanite on? No. Why is my FPS that low? I'm sorry, is something running in the background? Here, I'm gonna close Steam. Close Wallpaper Engine. Close all this. I don't know why it's like that low of a frame rate. Yeah, now suddenly it's fine. Maybe it's just the pure amount of players. I don't know. Yeah, pressure plant building up the mech. I might just land there. I thought this was so cool as a kid. That's crazy to say too, as a kid. Like, this was not long ago. But it was. Actually, it was like... Oh, I completely fumbled my mouse, bro. Putting it down, I just flipped it over. But like, I was playing this 7 years ago. That's, you know, not as old as my channel, but, you know, still a long time ago. I was a mere child. Why is the chest still open? That's why I don't like Fortnite OG. Like, it's been my main mode for, you know, forever now. But man, do I wish they actually tried. So wish they actually like put an effort into this mode. Okay. Also, like, it does make me sad because like the pump shotgun was added into season 9 later on. Oh, I'm using the drum shotgun though. Hold on. We didn't need the pump for this season. Playing like a bot, dude. I don't know, when I play Fortnite now, it's like my mouse feels so heavy and I don't know why. Bro. Maybe it's my mouse pad. I might need to get a better mouse pad. There were like those new Halo ones from a while back. Like, it's been a few months now, but they're expensive. They're like, this mouse pad I think is like $20 to $40. I think it's like 20. And those ones are like 100. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it was like 70, but still, they were more expensive, and I just could not justify getting it. But I think it would be a cool setting for this mode, and I mean, it's already way too late. But I think it would have been really cool. Bro, I am a bot. And again, it's way too late to have this as a feature. But I thought it would have been really cool if they did what like MCC did, where you could hide like all the new cosmetics that don't fit the season. So, like MCC did that with like Halo 3, where they added all that new armor from Halo Online. And you could like use a toggle to disable ooh, get tagged, bro. Get tagged. Peek again, peek again. Out of my game. I'm a bot. I've been playing on keyboard and mouse in a hot minute for Fortnite. Like, nowadays, I just kind of play a lot of, like, I'll play with Lumen enabled, my Steam controller. I really want to justify my purchase of the Steam controller. Maybe I should, no, I want to keep trying this. So I've been playing like everything with the Steam controller, but now because of that, it just feels weird. I also haven't been playing much of Fortnite. Like, technically I play it every single day. You know, I do my Save the World quests and whatever, but man, I wanted to use a drum shotgun, but I gotta take the combat. Hello, Ketchup Gunk 41. Oh, change the music back. Is that a real person? No, it's not. Okay, hold on. Excuse me, sir. I want to have a kill with the drum shotgun. I drop it over here? Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, he had a drum shotgun too. Alright, I'm going back to this. I wasted my health just to do that, but... Oh, but I completed the quest for that, so you know what? Worth it. Worth it. When did I originally get a chief skin? The second it came out. It was leaked, I think like 2 weeks before it came out, maybe 3. And so then I spent, you know, those weeks grinding Save the World every single day, doing my Storm Shield defenses and stuff. Why, like, I managed to ever complete Save the World. Because that was like the one time where I actually put in effort. I think that's how I unlocked Twine, but... Like, I did all my Storm Shield defenses, got all the V-Bucks I possibly could. I've always done my daily quests, but, you know, I was on top of it, so I could have enough V-Bucks for the skin. Oh, maybe I should have kept the gliders. I don't want to fight these guys, man. I'm out. But, yeah, definitely didn't get the skin with the whole set at first. It was just the skin, and then it took a few days for me to grind out for the rest of his stuff. I'm so glad it was leaked though, because I probably would have wasted those V-Bucks on something else, and I wouldn't have been able to get the Master Chief set first go around. That was my first ever like collab that I actually cared about in Fortnite. All the other stuff was cool, but like seeing Master Chief in the game, like that's insane. Oh, that looks bad with the wrap on. You shouldn't have wraps enabled. Oh. That's supposed to send me up that high. I mean, I'm not complaining, but... Alright. Caveat is I don't make much distance. Oh, can I hit the slipstream? Hold on. Nah, I couldn't. I mean, I did hit it, but I didn't go in it. Where's Storm? Alright. Hold on. That's... Paradise Bombs. Oh! No, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop trying to kill me. Oh. Oh. No, hold on. We'll make it. I remember my first Fortnite game. Yeah. I was playing at my friend's house. It was season 3 of chapter 1. Would have been halfway through the season, maybe early on in the season actually. That'd make more sense. First 2 weeks I think. Because for sure there wasn't like the meteorites at the time, but I played at my friend's house on his PS4, and I just remember I think I landed in this corner of the map. Risky Reels didn't exist. I just landed in that corner, or maybe Tomato Town. It might have been just Tomato Town. been a while, but I do remember like walking up the road from the tunnel up Tomato Town. There's your music back. What do I play? Sure. I just remember like being up here, landing Tomato Town, and then going through the tunnel, and I went up this street right here. Oh, bro, I need to stop doing that. Every single time where I'll like stand out in the open and risk it, I always get shot. I don't know why I ever do that. Oh, it's over for me, man. I haven't played Battle Royale in like a week or two, and I'm bodding out, man. There's like 2 people in this area. I don't have any shields or anything. I'm just... It's over. I saw bandies there, but I need like... need shields for sure. Let me up! We're in Storm. Let me get rid of that. Like... Get me in here. I need to like figure out what's going on with my keyboard and mouse setup, because like it just feels wrong. I think it's just my mouse pad. I think my mouse pad is just getting worn out. Doesn't feel smooth. Progress on this Halo CE remake. In my Discord, link in description, I put in progress in the dev channel. It's just called dev updates. So if you want to see progress on that, go into there. Right now I'm working on revamping Landfall, the 2nd level. Dark Jog, finally. I'm going in here. Healing up. But revamping Landfall, my modeler, he's working on a lifeboat right now. So instead of how it is currently, where it's like a weird, you know, amalgamation of Fortnite pieces that doesn't really look like a lifeboat that I put together in like 5 minutes, it's going to be an actual one. And instead of having a cinematic where you see Chief exit the lifeboat, it's going to be based on the Campaign Evolved cinematic. As all future ones will be as well, and you'll like spawn inside of the lifeboat, whatever it is, man. Lifeboat, it's not a boat, pod, escape pod, whatever. So we have that. I also am going to be changing whenever I do boarding action. I'll be changing how it ends. With like the cutscenes, I'll be changing like all the cutscenes, but I'm also changing like the exact way it ends, where it's going to be just like the original game, you know, all the Marines and then the pilot in the lifeboat, and I got a voice actress to do some lines for the pilot, and then finally, after so long, we're going to have an actual well, I haven't paid for it yet, it's very expensive, but we're gonna have an actual Cortana voice actress, because if you didn't know, the way I've been doing Cortana is essentially like you gotta bear with me here, like a voice changer, right, over myself, with also like a million different effects added to it to make my own voice sound like Cortana, and it sounds really, really bad. And it was always meant to be temporary, but then I just never managed to get like a voice actress for it. I searched for one before level 4 released, but I just couldn't find anyone that fit the role. And then I saw there's one Halo creator that made a video. I'm trying to like figure out what's going on with my mouse, man. It just feels weird. Did I mess up the DPI? Is it just the way I'm holding it? Maybe it is just the way I'm holding it. Maybe I just need to adjust that. But this one Halo creator, she made a video where she was like dubbing over the Two Betrayals intro cutscene, but it's like YouTube themed, talking about AI on YouTube. It's a silly skit, but she sounded just like Cortana, and I was like, okay, I really hope I could get someone like her on, but probably not her, because She's a creator and probably wouldn't accept, you know, doing voice work for a Fortnite remake. And then I saw her on a voice casting website. I DM'd and she was saying like, yeah, she's down for it. So might be able to get her on, send her the whole script and stuff, so she'll get back to me when she can record it. Unfortunately, because this is like, unlike most of the people that I get on for Flawless Cowboy, it's all like my friends or people that volunteer to be in it. They're all unpaid. Even the modeler that made Master Chief, unpaid. Like, in the Pelicans. Or the older Master Jones model from Landfall and Boarding Action and the first version of Cover of Night. Maybe it is my mouse, bro. Am I actually just washed? I suck. But, no one's paid for what they do, because it's all just, like, helping me out, because I cannot pay for all of that. I'm just one person. And the actual UEFN project itself is all just me, so it's all just me implementing it. So any sort of, like, profit from engagement, it just, you know, it's from what I'm making, but it's also using the stuff they're putting in, so it's like, I don't know, it's kind of iffy. Anyway, whatever I make from Flawless Cowboy, I usually intend to put it back into the series to make it better, and that means that paying a voice actress is a part of that. Her price for doing the first 5 missions of dialogue, and I haven't even started working level 5 because I've been improving the previous ones, but for the first 5 missions of dialogue that I sent her, $250. $250, bro. That's a lot. But also, it makes complete sense for voice acting. So I can't just like say, oh, it's unreasonable, because it isn't. And I also will be, you know, making money off of the maps. Not like a crazy amount, but more than what I'm paying her to do the voice work for. So it's only fair that, you know, as always, a voice actor should be compensated. Now, not everyone is. You know, not everyone in Flawless Cowboy is being compensated for their work, because it's usually just my friends, and I'm not paying LJ to do the scientist. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I got on my game. I thought that would have been my first time in like years that I could actually properly trap someone. I'm too much of a bot. I'm Mr. O Fortnite. Oh, these guys are just fighting over there. Bro, it didn't let me like pull out my glider for a second. I thought I was just gonna die from fall damage. That would have been so embarrassing. Would have ended the stream right then and there. Okay. I'm gonna go back up here. Alright. Go back up to my little place here, and my opinion on the 343 games? Depends. What's your opinion on the 343 games? How do you feel about them? Because you're either gonna, like, appreciate what I have to say for it, or you're gonna hate me. Oh! We killed each other. Okay, I mean, sure. You think they're alright? Alright. I really like Halo 4. I think not everything they did is perfect, but I feel like without the art style changes, and even then if you look past that, I think it's a really good game. Halo 5 is very fun. The story sucks, but everything else about it I think is really, really good, even though it doesn't play like classic Halo. It's good on its own, and I really want there to be a PC port, and hopefully through Project Helix, they will do a PC translation layer for Xbox One games, including Halo 5. Halo Infinite, I think the campaign is very forgettable, although I appreciate the story. I think the multiplayer is really good, but it does feel kind of unfinished, even with all the content that was added post-launch. And I can say that because I got Hero Rank. I've experienced all of it. Maybe that's probably why. Maybe that's why it feels unfinished, because I've explored every nook and cranny of the multiplayer. It's kind of it. Like I've gotten every single pass, completed all of them, including like all the 20 tier passes. Got everything I wanted out of the exchange. So, not really much for me there. But I like all their games for the most part. Like, I know the flaws and stuff, but, you know, I'm not like a Bungie purist. I like all the Halo games. Campaign Evolved, I think, is really, really good. Like, there are issues. But for me, what I'm looking for, when I play Halo, I play for the campaign. And I know a lot of people don't think that way. So when they talk about Campaign Evolved, they're much more harsh because Campaign Evolved isn't a game for them. It's a campaign evolved, not, you know, multiplayer. So a lot of it, ignoring the culture war, grifting nonsense on top of all that, a lot of it just comes from people that don't care for the campaign to begin with. Or people that play Halo at all. But for me, it's like I enjoy the Campaign Evolved remake. I like the two missions that I needed to be done right were done right. So I'm happy, you know. And a lot of the other changes they made were, you know, pretty good for like the library and stuff. But my two missions that I needed to be good were the Pillar of Autumn and 343 Guilty Spark. Pillar of Autumn, favorite mission in Halo 1. 343 Guilty Spark, second favorite, just because it's like the Flood. That introduction is just so good, and I needed it to be right. And it was. So I've got nothing to complain about in terms of that. Like, I'm happy with how it turned out. Or a breakpoint. Yeah, that's my thoughts on 343 and Halo Studio stuff. Actually, I really love Spartan Strike. I'm lying, bro. I own Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault on Steam. I don't think I've ever played them. I played Spartan Assault on Xbox 360. Like the trial that you could play before like 360 was gone. Maybe I'll just keep the energy sword. Okay. But like, hold on. Here's my umbrella. I played it like once or twice through the trial, and I didn't really care for it. I don't think anyone who plays Halo has played Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike. It's just, who cares? Oh, I forgot we added in, hold on Lost Dungeon. Did he make a community post about it? He didn't. Man. Hold on, we gotta check this out. We got, like a very basic, that's not what I wanted to change. Like boarding action segment added to, our map on the team. Separate from Flawless Cowboy. I have like a team that I work in, because I can't just, if I want to keep working on Flawless Cowboy, I need to be in a team that makes me consistent money. Otherwise, you know, can't make Flawless Cowboy. Flawless Cowboy is too inconsistent, and I need to, you know, I have stuff I need to pay. Just look really washed out with no lumen. Excuse me, sir. Why does this SMG sound so bad? Why is it so loud, too? SMG. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Expert cinematic of mine. And that I took like 20 seconds to make that cinematic. That's a lie, but like it did not take long at all. I just want to reach my... Why did he die? I didn't kill him. I want to reach my segment. I need to reach the boarding action segment of the map. Get out of my way. Look at my motion capture. Ooh. Ooh, my motion capture. Out of here. That one kinda sucks. I'm gonna lock it to 60 when streaming. There are a lot of issues with 3 games, really enjoyable bits from what I played, but all gets drowned out by Coach Ward grifting. Yeah. Like, I don't care about Lieutenant Williams, and that whole, like, bonus mission stuff, it was all boring. I mean, like, when I played Campaign Evolved, I didn't think of the bonus missions as, like, anything crazy. I knew they were bonus, that's in the title. They serve the same role as, like, Firefight. And I don't really play Firefight. So, like, I don't care about the overall quality of it to begin with, because that's not why I bought the game. I bought the game because I wanted to play, Combat Evolved's remake. But I enjoyed, like, some aspects of it. I hated most aspects of it, just because a lot of it was, like, stand in the room and fight waves of enemies. And I found that really aggravating. But then everyone's like, instead of talking about those issues, I feel like the game is too loud. It's really loud for me. Instead of talking about those issues, they're talking about, like, Lieutenant Williams. She's a woman. Okay? You know, they're all saying how she's like a girl boss or something, when really she has like 2 lines that would, like, maybe fall under that category, but at the same time, not really. And then she, like, very quickly just, like, stops doing that. That's also a great cinematic mind. Good job, man. Good job, Mark Doc. Do you see that? See that? Now we're in boarding action. Hold on, I'll change the, there. Boarding action level. Yay. So cool. You did test this, right? Because why is this door open? I don't know, man. I guess it was, yeah, that door should be open and the other one shouldn't. Anyway. I think that it's just really stupid because, like, we have, like, genuine criticism that can be applied. You know, like, Operation Meteorite just is not that good. But then, again, it's all just, like, drowned out by I hate women and I can't handle women in video game. Like, okay, man, cool. Also, this is in our, like, team map, and it's like a little segment based on boarding action. It's here because it's, like, teasing... Are they still alive in the other room? It's teasing, This room clear, but it still says enemy there. Teasing, like, the next project we're gonna be doing, which is a flawless cowboy themed roguelike. Also, I really hate this because, like, when I'm working on the team, I don't really have as much control over everything as I do in Flawless Cowboy. In Flawless Cowboy, I use 0 AI at all. I need to sneeze. Hold on. Sorry, I really had to sneeze. But in Flawless Cowboy, I use 0 AI. And I pride myself on that. But in a team map, I don't really have the same control. And here I have, like, and I made this one, right? But, like, ran through AI and stuff. It's like, this is normal geometric skin with, like, some AI generated ring world background. And here it's like, I didn't make this image whatsoever. You need the purple key to unlock this room. Boss fight behind this door. You could have just asked me. Could have put it together like a graphic. What is this, bro? And I think it's stupid. Let me open the door, please. It's dumb. But whatever. You know, can't win them all. At least the boss renders themselves, so just the actual Fortnite ones. I wonder if people would want like a flawless cowboy third-person mode. Is that something people want? I won't make it. I do want to know if that's something that people care about. They want like a third-person mode for flawless cowboy. Oh, you can't get me. You can't get me. You can't get me. Oh, oh, boom. This is great. Yeah, that was great. Nice job, team. Boss room. Alright, that's all I wanted to experience in this map. I wanted to make sure it worked. What's weird is that the lighting in there is terrible. But like, that's just boarding action? And I use the exact same lighting in the actual map for boarding action, and it doesn't look that bad. So I don't know. I don't know why it looks like that. Let me check Project Era, because I'd want to play that. I don't think they're... Where is it? Project Era, please. Please. It's available for download 7 days ago. It's been a week. Been forever since during the last stages of maintenance for Season 9 preparation. I want to see you guys on the Battle Bus. I want to play Season 9. Whatever. Thanks, Era. Very cool. Ugh. I don't know what else to do with Fortnite right now. Just keep checking the player count for Flawless Cowboy. Oh, that's good. Okay. 4 people on Landfall, 4 people on Cover Night, 6 on Silent Incursion. I'm assuming these people came from boarding action, went to Landfall, and then soon they'll go to these 2 missions. Hopefully. Sometimes I'll go on like... I'll go on... Why is... Oh, because I shut off Wallpaper Engine. I'll go to YouTube and I'll search up like Flawless Cowboy Fortnite. You can see it here. Then I filter. And I go check out, see if anyone is making any videos about it. There was like someone earlier. I mean, I watch this guy's videos each time he makes one. But there was a video. Also, this thumbnail is so ugly, dude. What is this, man? Like I don't even know if this is like a real like Photoshop job. Probably just AI, bro. There's no way you like... No way you went into Blender, made this armor, over sharpened it, and then... I don't know. Probably AI generated considering there's no battle damage on it. And it's the Halo 2-3 armor, but... Whatever. This guy made a video playing Flawless Cowboy. Or it was a stream. So it's like this long stream. The VTuber, which kind of sucks because I wanted to see like the actual what is this? Don't recommend me that. But here we have like, he's a VTuber, so I can't see like a real reaction, so it's just like this like, oh, I'm so nonchalant and uncaring looking around at stuff. I want to see reactions, bro. So they play boarding action, and I thought this part was really funny. Hold on. They talk about how the voice acting sucks and whatever, which... I mean, yeah, it's free. But, like, here...
To be continued until they,
Until they make another one?
4.
Like, they literally avoid looking at the...
There is a 4th map, but it's just competitive, basically.
No, it's right there. You're
Okay.
looking at it.
That's alright.
You're looking at it. Like, you spawn immediately
Until they,
looking at the map. It's right there. It's directly in front of you. It says continue. And he just looks
Until
away
they
from
make
it.
another one?
4.
Looks away from it. Looks at the other maps.
There is a fourth
looks
map,
at the
but it's
first
just,
one, does
it's
not
just
look in front of him,
competitive, basically.
and then they look
Did
at
it?
this, and they're like, "Oh, he must have
Oh.
uploaded it while we were playing."
Part 4. Silent
That's all
Insurrection.
right.
Well,
Like-
4 parts, but I wasn't sure, because all the other maps only showed 3.
I don't even know what he's talking about, bro. Engagement baiting with 9 views. I don't know, man. Anyway, they liked the maps, and then of course they said like the fourth one was the best, and that's usually what people say. I think it's so funny because like, is it my presentation on how I show these maps? Is it like, oh, I cannot play that music track. That one is copyrighted. We'll play this one. But it was just like, dude, is it like a reading thing? Are they not reading? Are they not like purposely looking at this because it's just directly in front? I don't know. Because like they know about Spartan Clash, which is like the multiplayer one, which is unlisted. So like they look at the matchmaking portals, but they don't like look hard enough to be able to read. I don't know. Whatever. I think I'll do some stuff on Landfall right now. It's so stupid. Whatever. They said that like the voice acting sucked. Especially when they were talking about like, and these are the only people that ever said that, by the way. Like every other person I've watched play through this thing, it's been a few people. They'll like say that about Cortana because Cortana's literally just my voice with a bunch of effects and a voice changer, but they never say it about the visitor, which is me. They never say it about the scientist, or I mean all the other characters aren't really prominent, but for like the scientist, he's voiced by my friend who does voiceover stuff. Like it isn't bad voice acting, it just isn't Sergeant Johnson. It's his own interpretation of the character. It's like supposed to be just the scientist. It's from Fortnite. It's just like his own version of a mix between Sergeant Johnson and his own like original take on it. But I guess because they think he's supposed to be like Johnson, they're like, oh, this is bad voice acting. They won't be able to say the same when Cortana gets new lines. But until then, it's just like whatever. UEFN takes forever to launch, man. Bow, 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 bow. Please open. I want to play. No, I'm not playing anything. I want to work on my game. First off, I think what I need to do is I need to get the Pelican from Silent Incursion into Landfall. That's a bit of a process, but I need to do that first. That's pretty important. Sorry. Ugh. Is the music loud enough? Or is it just like really quiet and unnoticeable? Like I'm going off of like the audio levels in OBS. I know my voice is way louder than music, but like the music too quiet, too loud, is it in the middle? I don't want it to be like overpowering. It's just Fortnite lobby music. Good, alright. Oh. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Here, I'm gonna go check out Twitter. What's going on Twitter, bro? Nothing. Oh. Not what I meant to do. Been checking this every day, seeing what people do. Finally, man! What I've been waiting for. Hold on. Hold on, Steam. I need to read the instructions for this mod. Alright. Alright. So first off, I'm gonna go over to Campaign Evolved. And I need to delete a previous mod I have installed for the HUD. I don't know where it is actually. Hold on, I need to find that next on Nexus. But yeah, this is what I've been waiting for, like I am not listening to the music pack. Sure. I've been waiting for like a mod that brings in the 2001 HUD. Bro, I'm so stupid, I couldn't find a search. HUD. HUD. See how I installed this in the first place? Okay. I think it's the clean HUD one. I don't like how there's like cheat manager enabler and stuff in here. It's like I'm never gonna use any of these console ones. They're just built into the system. I don't want access to cheats. Okay, we're gonna download this in here. Legitimately, this is the mod I've been waiting for this whole time. Like, I can't believe they didn't have that as a feature in the actual game. It's crazy. Okay. But this goes in that folder. Yeah, I tried Cursed Halo when it first came out. Played it a few more times since then, but I'm not playing through the whole campaign. It's a bit too difficult for me. Like, I try to have fun, even on easy, it's just like I keep dying. It's like, okay, I think I'm done. The lines above. Odds.txt. And this is above. Okay, so it's in here. There we go. Good work now. You can see how many tabs I have in Notepad. They're all like voice lines and stuff. When I sent like over the script for Cortana, I think this is it then. Alright. When I sent over the script for Cortana to well, the Cortana voice actor, I had to like write out the entire script for the next level, which I haven't worked on yet. Changing music. But I had to like write an entire script, and so I was like trying to rush because I asked if she could do it earlier on in the day. She's like, yeah, I mean, like, just once you have deliverables, I can kind of calculate like how much it'll cost, and I'm like, okay. I had to quickly work and, you know, get her deliverables. It's just it was a lot. We're gonna migrate this whole folder. Hold on. Okay. Music pack sucks. Hate it. Don't know why I'm still listening to it. Okay, now the most painful part of UEFN is when you migrate assets from one project to another, you can't just keep editing. So like right now, I need to copy and paste my Pelican. So I migrated it over, the model, but now I need to copy and paste it from this map, because the way Pelicans are done, if I can find one real quick, here they are. The way these Pelicans are done, they have an inside, right? So this is like the interior. This is the spawn for the map, but like they have an interior that kind of looks like this. And then the Pelican model is a shell that goes around the interior, which then they move together in cutscenes. I can grab this one. And they move like that. So they move as one. And so when I'm migrating these, I can't just migrate the Pelican itself. I need to do the inside too. So I need to copy everything here and then go into a different project and paste it, but I have to do it after this because it messes up if you gonna close? If I just like do it immediately after. You have to relaunch the editor completely. Please launch. My favorite Combat Evolved mod though is Combat Revolved. They did such a good job with that mod where when I started following as Cowboy, a lot of stuff that was added in Combat Revolved, I don't want to say stole, right? But I took inspiration from that and I implemented very similar stuff into my Fortnite remake. So like I built the layout out initially, and then when I was like detailing and stuff, I used Combat Revolved as reference. So different sequences play as they do in Combat Revolved rather than the original game. Some stuff is added that were in Combat Revolved that I thought would be cool. The mess hall is based on Combat Revolved's version instead of the originals. Now I'll be changing a lot when I revamp it, but now I'm kind of combining, and I've told Connor Don on Twitter, who does like Combat Revolved, I told him like, hey, you know, I based a lot of like stuff in my own remake off of Combat Revolved. He thought it was cool, but now it's kind of like Flawless Cowboy has a lot of like different aspects mixed. I think the least is CEA, of course, but some of it is based on well, most all of the level geometry I based it on Combat Evolved's version. I try to keep it as faithful as possible with the lighting too, and then some aspects are taken from CEA, very few, but some. You can see like some of the inspirations in boarding action mainly. Some are taken from Combat Revolved. Some are then taken from Ruby's Rebalanced, though that one not as much. Ruby's Rebalanced was mainly on Cover of Night. I took a lot of inspiration from Ruby's Rebalance with prop placement and light placement for different things, because Ruby added a lot more to the mission because the original was kind of empty. So I thought that would help add more variety to it. Why does the lighting look like that? Preparing shaders and it just looks really weird. Watch, she's gonna pop into normal look in a second. Boom, normal again. One of my favorite things I had inspiration from Combat Revolved for was this section here. So if I pull up this cinematic, so you can see the thumbnail cinematic was down there. Or like the why is there 2 instances of OBS? No, I don't know why it considers them different if there's only one. If I go to the end of the cinematic, we have the ring in the sky, and you can kind of see from here the wall of the ring is like right here. So we're at like the very wall, and this was taken straight from Combat Revolved. I think Combat Revolved had it rotated so that the ring was like this way, but I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, it's great on the beach itself, but when you come out of this building, you should see the ring like right there. But that's what I did. I kind of took that idea, rolled with it. So now, and going forward with each mission after this, we'll have a ring. Even if you can't see it, you're on the ring instead of just the loot bubble. And I think it looks really cool. Most people don't catch this because, unfortunately, when you're playing, not very visible in the sky. Not in this mission. Really hard to see. So in the cinematic that follows this, I kind of try to like make sure the player sees like, oh, it's a ring now. I try to make it very obvious, because the player, they see the pelican right here, their eyes go there, and there's not really enough room for them to look up into the sky and see like, oh, it's a ring now. But you have enough, like as soon as you get to that part where you're supposed to go into the pelican, you can just, explore the whole place. If you want to explore and walk around the island with the ring in the sky, you can. And it looks really cool, I'm really happy with how it turned out. You can kind of tell it's like chunks of the Fortnite map. Ball knowledge if you know exactly what it's from, but you won't. Very niche thing. Anyway, it's like we have the ring in the sky and it's all very cool. And yeah. I think I'll grab this pelican. Never liked that music pack. Is this everything? No. Need to grab everything here. Okay, that should be everything. Then I'll remove the copy. Alright, make sure everything. Why is it not show it up in the outliner? That's stupid. There. I'm going to copy it here just to make sure. Now we're going to go into Landfall. Hopefully it'll just paste like normal with no issue. Yo, look at this though, look at this. Those Survived the Night worked in Fortnite Season 4's bot. Confirmed codes for Persona in perfect order also got disabled. Survived the night. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize they used the FNAF Plus image. It's not even actual FNAF. That's great, man. That's great. Fantastic. I'm not looking through all that. Ay, ay, ay. Please, Landfall, just open. Most of my time in UEFN is just like waiting. I don't get to work. Oh, is this copyrighted? Hold on. Probably shouldn't play that one. Sure. Please, open. Bro. People call me broke for making Halo inside of Fortnite. I'm not even gonna ask how that computes, man. Like, I had two people like say like, oh, it's another level broke, and it's talking about my Fortnite Halo remake. Bro, if I'm remaking Halo in Fortnite, one, that's a long time, right? So it isn't like a money thing. It's like I am putting in all this effort, and it probably costs me a lot to do it, right? Motion capture, that's expensive. Like on its own, voice acting, all this other stuff, it's expensive. And I don't know, man. I think it's crazy to say it's like another level of broke when it's like, come on, bro. I need a PC to be able to even do this, right? Just to record the game and like post trailers with like maximum graphics, you need a good PC, and that costs thousands to be able to run like Fortnite on Lumen with, you know, at like 1440p or whatever. I don't know how much it is now, but it was back then. That's a lot, man. And to be like another level of broke. That's me not even mentioning the fact that I own like the collector's edition. I just think like that's crazy, man. Like, why are you calling another man broke? When like they're doing way more than what you've ever done. That sentence did not make sense, but like, you know, someone's being creative and you just have to hate on them. This is not the right. I think this is the back? Yeah. This the wings. Oh, I think it was. Hold on. And then this is that. There we go. Pelicans and Landfall. Now I need to grab the whole thing. Probably could have just done this when I was selecting all of it. I don't know why I didn't. There. We're gonna have it like right here, and then we're also gonna have a second one. Well, hold on. I need to. Okay, we're good. I was worried that like the I forgot to get the little effects here. I'm just gonna copy this one. You're gonna be detached. I was looking to make sure we didn't have like the Sierra 17 thing on it. That's like the dropship that crashes. The guy voiced by Magpie Leon. And this is not Sierra 17. This is Alpha 343. Alpha 343? Alpha 343? I don't care, man. It's a fun name. Because it's like, oh, Alpha Halo, Alpha 343, 343 Guilty Spark. Fun. That's way too far, man. Why was it going all the way out there? Alright, we're gonna copy it to this side. Then we're going to... yeah, then we're gonna put it up here as well. This is how we do the Pelicans. I'm so lucky to have like someone that is willing to make these models for free, man. Because like I don't make enough to like, and this series isn't popular enough for me to be like paying everyone for making like some stuff that I can use. You know, I'm one guy making a little series, and I can't pay for like every little service that people do for my project. I think that's good. I think it looks fine. Because then, like, you know, he made the Pelican, he made Master Jones, he's making a lifeboat. So, like, all this stuff combined, it's just like, hooray! We got stuff that looks like Halo, but, like, it's allowed, as long as it's not... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna copy this. As long as it isn't, like, actual Halo assets, which is not, it's allowed. You can build it from the ground up for a free fan game. And that's what this is. As long as it's not commercial. And this fan game is free. Now, caveat is that the fan game's free, but technically I do make money off of engagement from Fortnite. But I kind of see that the same way, where it's like you have monetization, right? Oh wait, I forgot data layers are disabled. You have monetization and stuff, right? And like you can, I'm talking about YouTube. Sorry, I'm losing my thought process. On YouTube, you can use Halo music in your videos, and you have advertisements that you earn money from. So you're profiting off of ad revenue, not the video itself. And so you're not really making money off of the Halo music. Technically, you're making money from the ads or a sponsorship. And in the same way here, I'm not making money off of the maps, I'm making money off of engagement. And I don't have any in-island transactions, I'm not directly profiting from people playing it. Because it's free, right? They don't pay for it. It's a free thing, anyone can play. People do the same thing in Roblox, where you have a Delta Ring. Delta Ring, very clearly based on Halo, and I guarantee they're making money off of it. Let me search it up, actually. Does Delta Ring in Roblox make money? Well, I'm looking at this. Of course, Google has their stupid AI overview, but I'm assuming, I'm just gonna trust that this is right. Like for this is another, like, this song sucks, bro. So here's like another fan game, right, in a UGC platform like Roblox. This is, they earn money, like they profit off of the map, but it's not from microtransactions and it's not commercial. It only gets money based on platform engagement, which, similar to Flawless Cowboy, right? Fortnite has an option for in-island transactions. Those are in-game microtransactions. I do not use any in-game transactions for my maps because that's illegal, right? You can't do that. You know, it's against their policies. But if you make money based on platform engagement, that's a different story, right? Platform engagement, you know, like, I'm not profiting off of the map itself, but I'm profiting off of people like playing the map. It's a weird like legal thing, but I don't know why I started on that tangent. It did worry me initially when I started making this series, right? Where it's like, oh no, I'm making Halo and Fortnite. Also, this is what the map looks like out of bounds, if you didn't know. When you like go past the tunnel section, this stuff spawns in. So then when you're playing, it looks like this. And it's like, wow, so cool. You see stuff from like the skyline and whatever. So as you're playing, it isn't like... Why is that tree so tall? As you're playing, it isn't, you know... It doesn't look empty up here. Otherwise, it'd look like this. I saw it'd be cool. It isn't there when you're playing this section though, because if it were, it'd block threshold and it'd be very clear what's going on here. But yeah, so like recently I've been updating Landfall, so we have like this new Forerunner beam tower, and I'm really proud of this. I created a material instance, and like the original one's like concrete. That was a terrible voice crack. The original one's concrete. And so, like, you can add specular to it. I make it, like, shiny in a way. And, or, no, I decrease the roughness. So it's, like, kind of shiny. So now it kind of resembles, like, you know, a dirty, maybe rusted metal. So it's, like, it's shiny, but it's, like, metallic. Because here's, like, what it will... I cannot talk, bro. That was not, like, wasn't even English. It's what it would have looked like, otherwise. Like, very shiny. Oh, this is, like, a very dirty... look to it. We even got a little fire here. We got a little blue fire. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. So the beam tower shoots. It goes up into the sky. Very sick. I'm not really sure because I thought I was going to change these. But I think I'm just going to leave them as is. I already changed the materials on them and I think they look fine. But then we have like the cave. I already changed the materials on the cave when Silent Incursion released. But then now we have a frame drop and a half, and then we also got this. Now the tunnel here looks very accurate to the original. Like all these shapes, I brought in the original level geometry and I built over it. And then deleted the original geometry just so like, because I can extrude shapes based on the original geometry, and that will create these areas, which will look very accurate. I really want that. Why can't I select anything? Let me select this. Please, Fortnite? Why does it make me select it from there? I think I'm gonna delete. I'll keep that one. There we go. But yeah, so we have like shapes and environments that are more accurate. I might add some extra light here, but more accurate to the original game. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. This looks really cool. Because if you go into Landfall right now, it's pretty bad. In terms of like this environment here. Doesn't really look like the original. It looks really poor quality, and like all the materials are like stretched and stuff, and it just... The original idea, because like, I think it's very clear, Forerunners are the Oathbound. You know, the Fortnite lore stuff. And so with Landfall, I initially built it with like a castle look, where it's all very like, it's all using Citadel assets, and it's all, you know, like brick and like the different stuff from chapter 4 for the Citadel and like the Oathbound stuff. But over time, it's just like, it just started looking terrible. So I removed all that, and now it's all, you know, extruded. That was a terrible voice crack again. It's all extruded shapes, and they're all based on the OG game. Now it's like all very accurate. Same thing with the beam tower. Like these beam towers. Whoa, that was weird. We also have the beam towers off in the distance now. But these beam towers, they're all based directly on the original geometry. So like I built out all of these shapes. Now they're in like a group. Hold on. I think if I go to this one, it won't be in a group. Yeah. So I built out all these shapes. You know, they're all individual. They're not... Oh, not what I wanted to do. They're not like the original model, just like reskin. This is all rebuilt from the ground up. Just into different shapes and stuff. To create the final product here. These are just Fortnite props, but all this is rebuilt. You know, it's very cool too. Very cool. You wanted to see what the beam tower looks like without the two big pieces? There you go. That's it. Yeah, really happy with how it turned out. Again, every single part of this, individual pieces. Every single part. I think this was all one cube. Yeah. But it turns into like a really nice little, you know, beam tower. Kind of just rambling now, but I'm very happy with how it turned out because it's one-to-one, very literally, with the original game's beam tower. Then I took some creative liberties with this, and I made it look really cool, and now it looks proper. And it is such a huge upgrade from what Flawless Cowboy Landfall currently has right now. It's not even funny. Like, I'm gonna pull up the hold on. I'll pull up what the original beam tower looked like. Alright. Because this is the so like in the far off distance we have all these beam towers. They're just PNGs. They're just flat images. But if I pull up what the PNG previously looked like, it looked like this. This is what the beam towers used to look like. So it's like we have all these props and stuff. Because again, I was trying to go for like, I know it's low quality, but I was trying to go for like the Oathbound, right? And they still are the Oathbound, but I want the environments to look Forerunner this time around. I know it's also like a very crappy Photoshop cutout. You can see this one's like cutting off. I wasn't trying to make it look great because it's off in the distance all the way over there. But this is what it previously looked like. So we have like this big, it just doesn't even make sense. It's the last reality prop. Here we have like, I don't even know what asset this is, but it uses last reality stuff. Or I think this mothership, which also doesn't make sense. And then it's all like kind of broken up pieces to be like the ledges and stuff. This is just a staircase. It looks terrible. And we have like this thing here that's like plugged into the beam tower, and there's no like actual beam tower part of it, but it's still shot up in the air. It made 0 sense. And it looks really bad. So this is what it now looks like. The one higher resolution image. You know, this one, I mean, they're both 1080 by 1080, but this one was like a really crappy screenshot. This one isn't. So, you know, this is the difference between the beam towers. So instead of like the weird thing here, it's, you know, an actual shape and not just like a prop. Instead of like these weird ledges, we got real, you know, I don't know what these are called. The things on the sides, and they're all based on the original game. We got the things on the sides, and instead of like whatever this is supposed to be, it's an actual beam tower. That's like the biggest part of it, you know? Ignoring just the color scheme and all the other additions. At the end of the day, it's a beam tower now. That's really cool. Also, instead of having this as a cutout, where I just took an in-game screenshot, or not in-game, but like a screenshot with it in the environment, instead I posed this one up into sky versus very plain background. So like it's still a low effort like cutout because, you know, it's off in the distance. Who cares if like some of the edges show the background behind it? But like ignoring that, it kind of like has a little glow around it. A good cutout. So now, and see, you don't even notice that, but like now they're all off in the distance. So when you're playing, it looks like this. And you see them all off in the distance, and they all look like 3D models. And it's all really cool. They're all in their own positions, I think. That one looks really bad. No, I think I'm just going crazy, actually. Anyway, they look like 3D models in the back. I see them as PNGs, but I think like the average player is just going to think they're, you know, all the way over there because the angles that they're at, they look real. Same thing with that blimp. These two blimps here. Those are just PNGs I took off of Google. From Chapter 3 Season 2 when they had blimps in the ground. There's just like little blimps. Even that one, that looks real. I don't know. Anyway, I'm real happy about it. That's what most of like the updates to Landfall have been, where it's just been like, oh, here's material changes in the cave, quote unquote cave, and sorry, the FPS drops around here when I load into this area. But here's like a more accurate Forerunner environment. Still work in progress. And then we're gonna have like a little panel here rather than just like a floating hologram. And it's gonna be like a whole cinematic, and then you'll have the light bridge cinematic and stuff. Short but sweet. Gonna be cool. Again, that's what most of this is gonna be. Most of the updates to Landfall are gonna be very, not really, you know, affecting gameplay too much, but overall, like the overall experience is gonna be better. It's like now we have a flashlight, so we don't have to worry about it being too dark. So even if I don't update the lighting, have like a little bit extra light. Like right now, I could probably just go in here and turn this up a bit. Sharp attenuation by like 5,117. That's not. I'm not typed today, man. There we go. Easy. That's kind of it. Like, okay. Yeah, real happy about this environment and how it just generally looks. I could look at this for hours. Because for reference, I pull up my Discord, that's Era. I pull up my Discord here. This is what it looked like when I was working on it. If I go like here, pretty significant, you know, before and after. After a long time. Initially, I didn't base it on the original level geometry, and I didn't do that until the second half of Cover of Night. And you can tell, you know, first half of Cover of Night, the environment is very much, you know, rebuilt from the ground up completely without like any sort of reference outside of like looking at my other monitor and seeing how it looks. But then with the ship itself, it's like it's built to scale. It's correct, and everything is in the exact place it needs to be. And so here I kind of did the same thing where the scale isn't exact because this was stuff that was already built. So instead, like the models for everything are pretty exact. You know, what you see here is shaped correctly, and even this part, it's shaped correctly based on the original. But like, besides a few differences, mostly accurate. Same thing with the tunnel here. That's like a very big change for me because the original tunnel looks really bad. Yeah, like I'm really excited because people will be able to play this and it'll look really good. And then we let this thing load in. Thank you. Then we have like the beam towers, and these look great. And we also have like, we're gonna have enhanced voice lines and stuff. Oh, excuse me. We have different voice lines. We're gonna recast Bowhammer's character. We were to have him in Silent Incursion, but we'll backport that into Landfall, so it'll make coherent sense. And we're gonna get rid of the old ship here. This won't exist anymore. This will die, and that's a good thing. Maybe it'll be in boarding action. Maybe we'll put in boarding action, but on its own as like the Pelican replacement, it's done. It's not gonna be a Pelican anymore. And then here we have the actual Pelican. Hooray! I'm real happy about it. I do think I'll end stream here though. I wasn't gonna have like a very long stream, and there isn't really much I can do right now for Landfall in terms of like stuff I can really stream. I can't really redo many different sequences yet because most of it, I need to have the voice lines for it. So I need the Bowhammer character, Brohammer. He needs to do all of his lines, and I can implement that. I need all the new Cortana lines. So, and I also need a life pod so I can do the cinematics and stuff. So, kind of waiting, but it'll be a great update. We're also adding in Melee. That's also important. Melee is going to be in Landfall, and then after Landfall gets this big update, it'll also transfer later into boarding action. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all, it's been one person, but thanks for stopping by. And yeah, 10 years on YouTube. Pretty crazy. Yeah, hope you have a good one. See ya.